Give her 1,000 just to tell her it's one now. How come I need rest? No recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables. Now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking. They don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work. I don't gotta answer questions, right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go! First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready! Little lady! Watch the control!
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first two NFL seasons. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Now, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Taking it about the 16. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over first and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 15. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Watch time. Tight end right. 4 down.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
2 for 1. 5. Ready? 47 Mike. 47.
Goff on third down. This is caught. It's Cooks. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here's big.
Pilot, 64, reach. Hey, watch it.
On first down, it's Gurley. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A play fake to Gurley. Now Gone. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Ready, 95-56. Drop deep, drop deep. 5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2. It's our time. 0-2, 0-2.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Eric Weddle's one of my favorite players in the league, Brandon. A guy that always seems to be in the right place at the right time, making a play on the football. And he has excellent hands, as we just saw there.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Gone. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, exit. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 50. Check 50. 47 to Maverick. Check, 47. 17. 17. Bang, bang.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Looking for Woods that time.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Running with Kamara. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? 5-9. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Watch. You're good.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
95%. Check his mic.
From the 40 now on second down. Breeze stepping up. He'll try and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Opposite. Hey, Charlie. Rep. Come on, get set.
Breeze now on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play action. It's Goff. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Whoa! 47's the mic.
Third and long. It's Goff. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Now we see a man who got a workout in last year's Super Bowl, Johnny Hecker, on to punt for the Rams. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. And it's taken in at the 9. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
he's going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. You kill! Easy.
On third down, here's Kamara. Yeah, he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Gone. Going up top for Kupp. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hold on. Check. 47's the mic, boy, 47. Check, 47. Hey, kill. Danny.
From the gun, here's Goff. Big hold to the 30. This pass complete to Reynolds. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. DC. We're good. Hey, wahoo!
Out of the gun. Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Here we go. 76. 76. Hey, watch the sling.
From the 50, it's gone. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Check Mike. Check Mike. Value 3. Value 3. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47. You can't block that.
Now it's gone. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee. Now a first down throw. Goff into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw, it's Breeze. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
We play to win. Let's go.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down.
4-7's the mic. 4-7. Hey, Haywood.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. So we come upon halftime with our... No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
What we got? Kill, kill, kill. 80 weapons. DC.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
I got it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
180.
Goff on first down. Higbee secures it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Let's go, team.
Goff on the draw play to Henderson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On second down now, it's Henderson, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Goff. This one to the left to Higbee. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
1st and 10 at the 22.
Goff now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Let's get some penetration. 47 miles.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The 25-yard line.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
47's the mic. Watch the run. They're running it.
Goff now to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
14. 56, Mike. Hey, Zoo.
Goff now looks to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing now is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Breeze now. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Samson Abuka able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Second down, it's Henderson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Get him. Get him.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check.
From just shy of midfield, Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, back up.
Now Breeze on third down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Sammy.
Breeze to throw for it on fourth. Looking long for Thomas. And this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Watch the curl.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Breeze. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Ready? 5-9. Check.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Saints on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
Check 99.
Working from the gun. It's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
We're going tonight. 120. I got you, son. I got you.
They'll run on first down. Henderson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score it yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Rams on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Obama.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 6 at the 43.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 26. 6-6. Pull it high. Check. Maverick roll.
Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
I got you.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Ready. Yellow lady. All day. Just like that. Watch the six. Under.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Go. Let's go. Ready. Yellow waiting. Over. Tighten up.
On 1st down, Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame.
95-56, 95-56. You kill.
They'll run it with Kamara. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Kamara trying again. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Score